Dave Revson, Rick Pizzo, and Jake Butt. Let's look ahead to the Badgers and Cats. We talked a little bit about Wisconsin. I think they were in tier TBD of Jake's tiers, just to be clear on that, as clear as we possibly can. Wisconsin has looked really good as of late. Dave mentioned the largest margin in the nation over the last 2 weeks, 94-13. But Northwestern coming off arguably its best performance of the season in that win over Maryland. What makes the difference?
Yeah, I think for Wisconsin, the difference is which team shows up, and we're trying to figure out are these last 2 weeks an outlier, or do we have to consider that the standard has changed offensively? And for them, the identity is, when you think about an air raid system, I think they've come all the way back full circle to leaning on their offensive line in the run game. Tawee Walker, he's got 292 yards on the ground in the last 2 weeks, so about 150 per game. The offensive line has been dominant. For Northwestern, they're top 10 in run defense in all of college football in the FBS. So can they stop the run? Can Wisconsin get the run game going? On the flip side, it's the same thing in terms of running the football. Jack Lausch, when we're meeting with Wisconsin, their defensive staff is fully aware of Jack Lausch as a dual threat quarterback, how he can affect the game in situations, third down in the red zone, using his legs to move the chains and extend drives. So the run game decides can Wisconsin succeed running the ball offensively, and can they account for the quarterback run defensively?
I thought Lausch threw the ball fairly well on Friday. Didn't throw it a lot.
Boomer bust.
It was not boomer a lot
bust.
Of volume.
Explosive.
He made a couple of really tough throws in moments when Northwestern needed him to make those throws.
Yeah, they turned into a big play offense in that game. I mean, they had 283 yards, 163 of them were on 4 plays.
Yeah.
4 passing plays. And then we were talking about this earlier in the week. They had a ball go through A.J. Henning's hands. It would have been a long gain as well. So you can start to understand why Northwestern's coaches made the switch that they made to Jack Lausch, right? You have an eye on the future. You think you have someone in your program who can develop into a legitimate, really good Big Ten quarterback. Why not kind of throw him into the fire and see what he can do? I think this series is fascinating because it's essentially been dead even for the last 40 years, 17-16 Wisconsin. It's 9-9 this century, and what's amazing is Wisconsin has been considered the favorite in every single game.
Wow. All 18?
Wow. All 18.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, and now depending on I'm getting really into the weeds here, but the last 33 it's 17-16, and Wisconsin has either been considered the favorite in 32 or 33 of them. There's some consternation about 1988,
and even the games that Northwestern has lost in that stretch, they've almost all been tight.
Yeah.
I mean, they just play, these two teams, when they get together, for some reason, they just play snug games. I wouldn't be surprised at all if that were the case on Saturday.
Crazy series. All right, we were talking about Nebraska, Indiana.